Hey you, get on the stick.
Yo, bring it.
Choose your fighter.
Yo.
How's it going, lads?
Fight.
Bang, bang, bang.
Flawless victory.
Side Quest Arcade.
Oh, 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 oh. Merry Christmas, Whammies. Well, I'm the Side Quest Arcade, your host this week, Micro Manatee, joined as always by my lovely co-hosts, Brian, aka Happiness.
Hey everybody, it's good to be back.
Ooh, just mixing it up. I like it. And
Yeah.
young Lance Sterling, _ Silent Reveries.
Yo. Did Lance Sterling there.
Come
I
on.
almost interrupted the yo. Held off to address this Lance Sterling comment.
Listen, man. You couldn't have held on to Rodney forever, you know? Like, sometimes you gotta let go. Move on to the new meme, you know? You can't just stay in one spot. Brian, did you catch the Lance Sterling stuff while you were away? Or did you
I
just
saw a little bit on Discord, but mostly just everybody calling Bryce Lance Sterling, and I don't really know what happened.
Hell yeah. Listen, what happened was we had a
I
couple
got
bocce
robbed.
boys in, and we had a bracket, and I bodied Bryce, and his argument for the last thing was like yelling Lance Sterling into the mic. So he's now Lance Sterling, and that's how it is. It was like who's a better spy, Will Smith or Tom Cruise? I think was the final one, based on their movie experience, and he was trying to argue that Will Smith would be better than the man that starred in 5 Mission Impossible movies.
But listen, hear me out, Brian. Hear me out, okay? Will
Lance
Smith has a
Sterling.
movie. Lance Sterling, okay? Name of the movie, Spies in Disguise. That's a great start. Also, turns into a pigeon. Who's likely to die more? Fucking Ethan Hunt or a pigeon? Pigeon just gets shooed away. Pigeon wins, can steal Russian data anytime. Fuck Mission Impossible.
How's the pigeon gonna hack the computer with fucking no thumbs, dude?
Just beat.
It is
Fucking pick
beat.
at it. Bogart!
Dude, I
That's
came
not a
into the
pigeon.
room.
Targeted fucking keys.
Dude, if I came into like my computer room and there was a pigeon on my desk pecking my keyboard, that thing.
You'd shoo it away. You wouldn't
Yeah.
think he was hacking you. You'd shoo it away.
What you gonna do? Whip your gun out, start shooting your keyboard?
I just might, dude. Just might. Pigeon's been on it. I don't know what he's doing.
When you've got a dead pigeon in your room and you've shot it, and your boss goes, "Why the fuck did you fire bullets inside?" And you say, "I was dealing with a hacker," that's a quick way out the door.
He's like, fuck you.
Because
This
you
is
just
Russia.
shot a fucking pigeon.
do what I want.
That's a strong point.
We out here. We'll be like, of course. Continue.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's I guess by the time this comes out, it'll be Christmas. So I hope all you guys have a nice, cozy, eggnog-filled.
What day is Christmas? Is it
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, day we come out.
It
Fucking
is Christmas.
the episode's coming out as fucking Santa comes down the chimney.
He's delivering the SQA episode to everybody out
Yeah.
there.
It's coming out with
Mm.
USB keys, throwing them in. Here's your episode. Or Zooms. Giving you a Zoom with the fucking episode on it.
Oh,
God.
shit! Fucking Palm Pilots, here I come.
Hell yeah.
Santa's gone digital. He's just like riding the fucking wires and he's just putting SQA on everybody's phone Christmas morning.
Hell yeah!
Oh, fire. He's like those little sparky guys from Mario. Right on the fucking electric lines. Except he's got a little hat. Hell yeah. So, I guess we just get right into how people's weeks were. Brian, we haven't seen you. You've been in the wilderness. How the
I've
fuck was
been-
your week?
I've been gone, dude. Man, like, you'd think in 3 weeks that I'd be gone, I could talk about all these games I played. But the short answer is I didn't. We finished HRX. I went to camp like pretty quick after. I think I played some Soul Calibur with Punk Duck. And then I went to camp and all I brought was my Switch. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to play like some Breath of the Wild. I don't know what it is, man. I just cannot get into Breath of the Wild. It's just not clicking for me. So I just spent the whole time at camp watching like Netflix and YouTube on my phone again. And so I came home and I'm like, it's time to fucking game. I think Jules came over. We played some Soul Calibur in the evening. Then we played some Magic cards. And the next morning I woke up and like I set up this whole new setup so that I could stream with like I set up another TV so that I could like read the chat from my nice cozy leather chair here. And I was like, I'm gonna stream. And then I was asking the Whammies like, what should I play? And Danny Boy was like, you should play some XCOM. So I was like, all right, I'm finally gonna do that Iron Man run of XCOM. I did like the first mission, lost like 3 guys out of 4. Only Bryce survives, but Bryce had like 6 kills.
Easy.
And Bryce was clearly a baller of that mission. And that's when the bronchitis really was like, by the way, you're sick, you know. Like literally flew home from camp on fucking Saturday. And by Sunday at noon, I was so sick I couldn't game. I'd like already scheduled recording with you guys that day. And then like 3 hours later, it just like hit me that I was super sick and I canceled out recording. And then I was sick for like 2 straight weeks, missed the first half of my rotation. So sick, it took me until like day 11 before I played another video game. I just watched nothing but like YouTube and Netflix. And when I'm sick, I just started watching like sitcoms because I need something brainless. And I watched like 5 seasons of Friends in 3 days before I got fucking sick of it.
That
Not
show
you
sucks.
two.
That show sucks.
No, I was the one that
real.
brought it up in the Whammy chat the first time talking about Friends because I watched 5 seasons just straight. And then what else did I watch? I watched a bunch of anime too. And then I started watching YouTube. And you knew you got to the stupid part of YouTube where I started getting to like the part of YouTube where these people have like 1,000 subscribers, which not to say that's a diss on that, but then they have like the 2 videos that are just like and they're with this like fucking super like hipstery like Final Fantasy VII was overrated. And then just like a 20-minute video explaining this bullshit like terrible opinion they have. And I'm like, what am I doing on this part of the YouTubes where I'm just seeing like dumb fucking 18-year-olds that were like probably like still sperm in their dad's sack when fucking Final Fantasy VII came out talking about how this game was overrated. And I'm like, God. And then but then that video has like 256,000 views and they've got like 700 subscribers. And you're like, you're on that part of fucking YouTube where like they are clearly trying to become some kind of professional like opinion person. And then every video is just shitting on like nostalgic classics. But then like nobody's subscribing to their channel because nobody actually respects their opinion. And I'm like, why am I here? Because I'm sick. And then eventually Smash came out. And I think all I've done for Smash is I unlocked all the characters doing just like the method of like do one fight, get the character, like close the application, relaunch the application, get another character. Yeah. And then I hit the Whammy chat like 3 times looking for some people to play Smash with. But like all of you suddenly had lives or something and nobody was playing Smash. And then I flew back to camp fucking still sick as a dog. So yeah, I haven't.
Everyone got super frustrated with how shitty online was too, so that might have had something to do with nobody responding.
See, I don't know. I haven't played online yet. I've just played single player.
Oh man, you would have not been happy. First couple of weeks.
I can't handle bad internet, so
it was not good. Like some matches were okay, but then every once in a while it was like a slideshow, and it didn't matter who was playing. Like I expected my connection to suck dick, but Kurt Dude's got a fiber connection in fucking Chicago. It's playing Crocian, also has excellent internet, and they're both lagging their dicks off, fighting each other. I'm like, oh, something's wrong here. Nintendo's not quite living up to the expectations that we had set out for paid online, but they've gotten better. Deuceloth disagrees, but they've gotten better.
Oh, maybe they've gotten better in the West, but just not out across the puddle there. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how EU servers are. I don't play on them. So hopefully they're.
I might play some Smash. I think over the holidays I'm going down. My wife's brothers both play Smash. They both have Switches. I'll probably play some Smash while I'm there. But 2B came out like yesterday or the day before
Oh shit, yeah.
on Soul Calibur. So Matt's been like hitting me up and he's like, we need to play Soul Calibur. So I think after I'm recording, I might try to see if Matt's now free and we'll fucking play Soul Calibur till we go to bed.
Fuck yeah. That'll be all right.
But I don't know. I said before I wasn't as like crazy hyped about Smash. Like I picked it up though for the social. Like I want to play a couple of games with you. I'll let Kirk dude just body my ass for a while and then put it away because I'm sure that's how that match will go. And then I'll have some decent matches with Croshen later. But I don't know. Like it didn't. I'm not in the same life position that I was when Smash was like big in my life before. I don't have like a ton of in real life friends playing all like. So like then it was like, oh, let's count on the online, and apparently that sucks. So.
Yeah, it's definitely better now. Like you could play now and it wouldn't be as frustrating. You have a couple laggy matches maybe, but like I've been playing quick play online and my connection's been good. Like I haven't had laggy matches since they updated. And that's saying something for my shit ass internet. So
I don't know how sold I am on like ranked Soul Calibur, 2 thumbs up. Like I'll go play that. I don't know how like much I'm looking to just do like quick play, unless it was just like quick play with 4 random people.
you can,
But
you can.
That's the
do
kind of
whatever.
game that tryharding can like super ruin the experience for me. Or Trevor being a dumb asshole with Aiden tryharding can ruin the experience for me. Everybody keeps talking about the fucking pills.
Quick
Honest to God,
projectile
Aiden. It was Aiden's fucking Greninja as I was trying to play Bowser that was the full tilt. But I can't try hard Smash fully. I don't know. It's not a game that me tryharding work well with. That's what Soul Calibur's for. But anyway, new hype train. I'm starting to like even conversation with my wife. Kingdom Hearts 3, that's Brian's new hype train.
Hey man, I
January
can't wait to not
29th.
understand the plot. That's what I'm looking forward to. Maybe I'll play through all of them.
How much of Kingdom Hearts have you played? Like, have you played any of them?
I played
or?
one, and Dream Drop Distance. So I went from
Holy fuck.
way ahead to Dream Drop Distance, and I was like, I'm in Fantasia. I don't give a fuck. I'm just smacking stuff.
You're like, the fuck is going on?
They were like, oh, it's all Dream, and I was like, that's a good story start. So like, I don't have
But
to.
the
Actually...
fucking end of Dream Drop Distance, where Xehanort's just like, and by the way, I'm a big deal, and I'm gonna go find 13 different iterations of myself from the past and create like an army of Xehanorts. But then like Xehanort didn't even exist. Like it wasn't even a name anybody had even heard of in Kingdom Hearts 2. But he's like the ultimate bad guy in the last like 3 peripheral games. Like when I say peripheral, I mean like PSP and fucking an iPhone game. He's a big story as well.
They're not canon. Those games aren't canon.
No, they are fucking canon. That's the bullshit part.
That's some crap.
I've played enough of the Kingdom Hearts storylines to, I mean, I don't know if anybody can truly understand Kingdom Hearts' convoluted story, but I can follow along enough to enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are like really, really confused when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, when they try to follow anything that just isn't the next Disney World. But then there'll be a lot of people that are like, I'm doing the Toy Story story, so I don't actually give a fuck. And they'll be enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
But then whenever anybody with a hood shows up, they're like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. This is confusing. When's the next, when's Monsters Inc. coming? I feel like that's going to be the experience of Kingdom Hearts.
When can I fight with Aladdin? That's what I want. Again.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I don't know if I haven't seen anything in the trailers that indicates that that we're going back to Agrabah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we need to. We got Will Smith Genie.
Oh fuck! Never mind. No, go back. Fuck, go back. I don't want to. That shit's no. I don't know. Yeah.
I've already had the conversation with my wife today. I fly home from camp on January 30th. The game releases January 29th. I'm hesitating about taking a vacation day to come home a day early or 2, but I think I'll stay at work. I've already had the conversation that January 30th to like at least February 3rd or 4th, don't even make any plans. Already having that talk.
Just getting ready. Getting the gaming bunker set up.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I better not fucking get sick again for the release of that. That looks so good though. But anyway,
Oh yeah,
I'll gush later. Especially when it's close, you won't be able to stop me from talking about it.
that's fine, man.
But I am trying to avoid watching too many trailers. I'm just like,
Yeah,
let's
you
just-
got to be
let's just
careful.
enjoy it when it comes.
It got leaked. I don't know if you saw that. The whole someone
got
got
leaked?
people got the game early. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Really?
Yeah. The creator of the game came out and was begging people not to spoil it. Because some people got it early from like a shipping mishap or something.
Can I be one of those people?
That was me with Smash, dog. I was like, Mexico, how'd you get that early? Fucking send some copies up north.
Either way, well, you know what that tells me? It's not going to be delayed. Which
No.
Kingdom Hearts 2 back in high school, it had like a year and a half of delays, and then it was out in Japan. It was like, okay, it like came out in Japan, and it was supposed to come out in like North America, and then it was delayed like another year beyond that. And you could see all the videos on like, I don't even know if YouTube was a thing back then. I can't remember where I saw the videos, but it was like super hard to come by like content for it. But then like I'd end up on like some weird website, you know, somebody's MySpace account or some bullshit that had like some Kingdom Hearts 2 like footage from Japan, and I'm like, oh my god, I need this in my life. Yeah.
Nice. Young Bryce, how was your week? Play some business tour?
We fucking recorded Sunday. I edited the podcast this week. So Monday, usually it takes me like, I don't know, few hours to do when it's just me and Flint. With Fro and Willow, it literally fucking took me all day. Part of the reason, as you heard at the beginning of the fucking episode last week with the little intro there, fucking Freak, there I go again.
Uh-oh.
Freak
Uh-oh.
smoking big fucking doinks the whole episode.
Big donks and Amish, dog.
Big doinks and Amish. He was fucking. You could see in Discord that he'd mute his mic. I'm like, why does he keep muting his mic? Maybe like he just doesn't want us to hear like background noise or something. No, smoking on that vape. It got to the point by the time it was like the end of the episode, I could tell in the like wavelengths of Audacity what was a vape and what was him talking. So, like,
That's me typically editing. I could tell by the wavelength like what everything is.
yeah. So that took up Monday. I'm in like final week of the class I'm taking right now, threat vulnerability analysis, and I'm on the airplane tomorrow. So I've been trying to get my paper done all week.
And
So,
you're recording instead of doing your paper. Solid.
yeah,
True
yeah. So I
student
should be able
there.
to finish it tonight. I should be able to finish it tonight.
True university student.
Well,
Yeah.
I was telling Neve earlier in chat, like I got like a 96 right now. So I need like a 60, 68 to maintain a 90. So I went to like one of those websites for like
You know, you can
calculate
just-
your grade.
Do that yourself, right? Like it's not that hard of math.
Listen, math. I'm not the engineer. I don't need to know that there math. Okay.
You gave me some ratios and what your percentages were, and I probably could have done it for you in my head. You don't need a fucking website for that. It's just called a
Listen,
calculator.
you weren't available, Mr. Bronchitis boy. Okay.
I could still
Bro.
do math with bronchitis. It doesn't require breathing.
Brian, I
Oh.
know you're dying, but like, can you just do this math for me real quick?
I'd have done it.
I know you would have done it, but it's like it's the principle of the matter, you know? Well, bug you.
Yeah, you got rest up. I don't want to put another day on your bronchitis list because I had you do some math for me.
Right.
So
I mean, yeah.
I was
Another day from
waiting.
work would have been fine. My coworkers would have been upset, but I'd have been fine.
I was waiting for Atlas to come out. I'm pretty sure it got delayed again. Last I checked. I don't know why they keep delaying it. They delayed it last week, and then at the time it was supposed to come out this week, they released an extended trailer. Nobody cares about that. Won't play the game. So
What game is this?
Atlas, it's made by the people who made Ark.
Oh, okay.
So the map is way bigger than Ark's map, but instead of like a survival game, it's an MMO
Hmm.
type game.
It's got pirates.
That's not yeah, pirates, dragons, shit like that. Not exactly sure, but it looks pretty cool based on. I could probably do more research, but I'll tell you what it really is. Watch the trailer. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play this.
That's right.
So that's it. Leaving tomorrow. Out of here.
I'm leaving on Saturday. So the day after tomorrow.
What about you, Flan? How was your week?
Oh, my week's
get
good.
Bodied by Duke.
Hey, I didn't get bought. Every time Duke and I like arguing with Duke. I know you guys are
You
all
held your own.
scared, getting bodied. I enjoy those conversations. They're stimulating. They're respectful. I like them. I look forward to it.
Duke's a good debater.
He's a very good debater. He's very articulate in his points. And then like he'll send a tweet and I have to sit there for like 20 minutes just like stroking my beard's gone. But I had a beard when we had this conversation. And I was stroking it, thinking like, what am I gonna say in rebuttal? Called me out on some hypocrisy. Yes, I pre-ordered Smash. But you know what?
Sat here a whole episode. Don't pre-order games.
Don't
motherfucker.
fucking pre-order games. Look, all I'm saying.
I can't say fuck all. I pre-ordered Soul Calibur twice.
Yes. Well, I would say once. Yeah, okay, but like you madman. But you were so excited. You let yourself get up in the hype. It happens. I understand. I'm just saying, at least be informed if you're gonna do it. Learn
And
about
I
the
barely
game.
played the PS4 version because every motherfucker that said you need to get the PS4 version so we can play together doesn't have the fucking PS4 version. I'm calling out my fucking sister. I'm calling out Richard. And I'm calling out fucking Derek. I bought PS4 Soul Calibur for you three fuckers so that I could play, and none of you have it, and none of you are playing with me. And they're like, maybe I could swing it later. It's a little too much money. You motherfuckers, I bought a second copy to play with you people that are important in my life.
Buy a third, fourth, and fifth copy.
Fuck it. Support game
I
days.
eventually bought Richard one and haven't found the time to play because it was his birthday. I was like, okay. So then I bought a third copy of Soul Calibur. But
Oh boy. Hey.
I still haven't had time to play with him. Our schedules just don't align. But
Hey, as long as you're enjoying it, I'm not gonna give you too much grief. Anyway, my week. It's been good. I've been doing kind of a mix of 4 things, I should say. Firstly, playing Smash. I'm really enjoying the Switch in the mornings. It's really nice to come down with a cup of coffee and just fucking turn it on and play some quick play while I'm sipping my coffee trying to wake up in the morning. So I've been doing that pretty much every day this week, getting up at like 5:45, going down, playing Smash for about an hour before I have to go to work. And got my Incineroar to like 1 million GSP if you play the game. It's pretty fucking good.
I have no idea like what that rank
All right,
means.
so your power,
Like
you started
when the numbers get to 1 million, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, is that
it's like
silver?
power level.
Is that-
It's like Dragon Ball power level. But like the lower you are, the worse
Also,
it
they mean
is.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
they make you feel good, you know? You start at
Sure.
like 500K, and then you work your way up or down if you lose. So I was start of the week I was at 160,000. I got up
So
to
you went from 500 base start and just
down to
tanked your ass
160.
down.
Take my ass down and then got my way back up once I remembered how to actually play the video game a little bit. Learned my character a little bit better. I was like, oh, been playing with Kurt, dude. He's bodying me, but also telling me what stupid shit I'm doing. So it's kind of nice. He's like, Flint, you jumped 16 times in a row. Maybe don't do that. Oh, yeah, you're right, Kurt, dude. I probably shouldn't do that. Thank you. And I'm like learning. So it's kind of a nice process. I've also been playing new game. Kurt, dude, got me hooked in on. It's called Minion Masters. It's the new Bot Smashers. Everyone here knows.
Trash, garbage, doo-doo.
See me on the fucking business tour, Matt Bryce. We'll fucking talk, all right?
Nobody trying to play fucking bot smashers.
Listen.
Didn't Boss Masters actually get announced for 2019, finally releasing?
No, didn't.
Oh, is that a troll?
That was a troll. It was a troll.
No.
I tweeted it out because Coop replied with a Bot Smash Whjammies, but I don't think it's got announced. Everyone we talked to at HRX was like, it's on pause. Gotta leave it alone. Drybear wants to make it, but we gotta wait because there's another company involved. Anyway, Mini Masters, same thing. Totally free. You can it has gems, but you can earn all the cards by just playing, and I've already got like half the cards, and I haven't spent a dime. So we live it. It's great. I've just been playing Bot Smasher, so I've been doing that. I'm already hooked on it. It's fucking amazing. Check it out. It's on Discord, in the Discord game store. I think it's on Steam too, if you guys don't want to do that. But I think if you use Discord Nitro and you play it, you get the God Pack for free. So fuck yeah, brother. Check it out. It's really fun. And I've also been working on my Realm video still. Because I was editing. I got about a minute done. I got an intro done, so my channel doesn't look like butthole. Got like channel art updates and stuff. And then I realized like a lot of the clips I had was just me dying as soon as I landed. And that's funny for like 1 bit, but I can't make a whole video out of that. Or I could,
You
but
could just being like, I am trash at fucking Realm Royale.
I could, but it wasn't like the tone I was going for. I was going for like my Radical Heights one where like I fuck up sometimes, but sometimes I do like stuff that's not like fucking bot tier. So I'm trying to go for that. So I got like 1 clip, and then I finally was able to record a fucking Crown Royale because I always win when I'm not recording. And I got one with like 8 or 9 kills or something like that. So I actually have footage I can use now. Working on that. It's pretty good.
So is Realm Royale like picking back up? Because like I see a lot of people in the Whammy chat being like, Realm's fun and talking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't this game considered shit?
Yeah,
Like,
so
was it considered dead, and then all of a sudden people are like, what's going on?
It's still kind of dead.
What happened?
It's still kind of dead. But they brought in
Why make a
Chris.
fucking video on a dead game?
Because I made one on fucking Radical Heights and it closed a week later. Like I don't give a shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
That was heartbreaking. I miss that game so much. Anyway, but no, because like
I played it for like an hour and I was like, this game is stupid.
Don't understand. That was so much fun, man. That was such a fun game. But fucking anyway, they brought High-Res Chris in. He basically reverted everything back to what it was when Realm was amazing, with a couple little tweaks, which I actually like after playing it.
This is the second time Chris has moved to a team and just reverted all of the stupid changes. Can anybody say OB64?
Oh boy, we don't OB64. Oh boy. Yeah, so he's fixed that. They're giving out codes like no one's business because they're starting to move into the console scene, and I'm assuming they're gonna do crossplay as well eventually. So
apparently not with PlayStation though. I would assume.
No, PlayStation, Xbox. Sony's acquiesced on Fortnite, so they'll acquiesce on other games, and they're doing it on Smite as well. Like crossplay on Smite's coming. Everyone's gonna be playing with everyone. It's gonna be fucking. I don't know how that's gonna work, like MMR wise.
I'm pretty sure the whole PC community is gonna turn from saying you're a bot to you're a fucking console player, aren't you?
Yeah. We play.
That's gonna be the new insult.
You play on the Switch.
And like, not to say the console players can't be smart, intelligent people. I still have a hard time imagining that like you're gonna be playing and you're gonna watch one person turn and another person turn like 90 degrees fast, and then just like these slow ass fucking like this is clearly a console player.
Yeah, they're in for a fucking rude awakening with like certain gods that you can't play on console. You know, I'm trying to think of the ones off the top of my head, but like Rom, like with his alt. Sir Cat, I'm assuming, is not very popular in the console scene. And they're going to get fucking styled on by PC players that have the sensitivity and the ability to move their fucking mouse around quick enough. And they're like, what the fuck? This god's good? When did that happen? This is bullshit. But that'd be interesting. Yeah. Realm's dead, kind of. They're giving out codes. So probably a lot of the whammies that you're seeing are super excited about it are console whammies. Because they're giving out beta codes. That scene's exploding. Because there's not as much competition, I don't think, in the console scene. Like, you got Fortnite, obviously, is a huge one. No one's trying to compete with Fortnite, because that's...
Everybody's trying to compete with Fortnite. I think they're all trying to take a piece of the Fortnite pie.
Not in a meaningful way, though. It's like when the fucking NHL team goes and plays your local fucking barn team or whatever.
Battle Royales are weird to me because like World of Warcraft became big and everybody went, wow, there's so much money to be made on MMO. But an MMO has this fucking absolutely massive like investment cost to make like an actual worthy MMO. But Battle Royale everybody that's already got a fucking shooter just makes a big map and then can turn it into a fucking can make a battle royale like so fast because they just take 90% of their existing fucking assets and they just add another game mode. Maybe one giant map where they at the start just call it a beta and just fucking piece together random other maps pieces in random places. Like, and then everybody and their dog is making a fucking battle royale because they're fast and easy to make and popular. It was funny to watch all the MMOs come because they all said, wow, look at World of Warcraft. And by the time that huge investment was made into all these other MMOs to try to compete with World of Warcraft, like the MMO world was already like starting to fade from being the big shit. But Battle Royales, like it's like you will look back in 10 years and that'll just be like 2018, the beginning of 2019.
And we'll all thank Arma. Thanks, Arma, for the Battle Royale scene.
Yeah.
I remember playing Arma going, this is dumb. There's no objective. Can't do anything.
It was tricky to play. I had a hard time getting used to the controls.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's one of those ones. It's like, we're realistic. Like, that sounds fun on paper.
Yeah.
But the more you play it, you're like, no, this isn't fun. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like Rising Storm, or something like that. Another one of those like online ones where you have to like your rifle, everything has projectile physics, and I have to like fucking adjust my sight. I'm like, this isn't fun. I don't want to do this. I just want to click the button and the bullet comes out and it hits the guy. Like Realm Royale. I just do that. Oh, there you are. White dot.
And you don't need to build. You don't need to build in Realm Royale, which is half your problem.
Can you just still spray and pray and kill everything in Realm, or did Chris fix that?
They took the automatics out. So everything's semi-auto or bolt action, or like a melee weapon. So it's.
Can I just say it took way too long for them to realize that the solution was to go backwards?
Yeah.
Like, it took way too long.
If they had done it like 6 months earlier, just like if they had done that first patch where they fucked up, took forges out, and everyone said no, and they're like, oh, you're right, and they went back, it would have been fine. They would have had a slight dip, and then they would have kept climbing. And I know like the keynote said it wasn't sustainable the way it was, but it's literally the same game except they've opened up classes and taken away an ability slot. That's it. There's nothing meaningful really changed after that. After that, it's like different map features and shit. But gameplay wise, it's like it was originally. I can pick a class, I get that class's movement ability, and then I can use whatever other fucking ability I want. That's the only difference. And weapons and shit. Like, I'm not like locked in. So, but if they just done that from the beginning, they could be competing with Fortnite. They could still have Ninja streaming them, still have Shroud streaming. It's unlucky. They could have had some big money there, but I guess they're.
I'm sorry, I've never turned down the opportunity. So you're saying about your Realm video?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, it's getting there. I've got clips now to work with. I've got music selected, which is like half the fucking battle. I think I spent like 4 hours going through copyright-free music, like listening to it, like to try and find a good one. With the Radical Heights one, it was easy. I just found one with like jazz, and I was like, oh yeah, sounds kind of like it's in the 80s, sorta. We'll go with that. But this one's been harder. It took me fucking a million years to find a clip. They're like music I liked. Now I've just got to put it all together. I got all the clips ready. So probably not going to be done in time for Christmas because I got like Christmas shopping and editing and shit to do. Podcast and family and whatever. But it's on the way. I sent Bryce a clip earlier. He had a good chuckle out of it. So
I had fucking tears in my eyes. Was laughing so hard.
Fuck yeah. So we're getting there. Yeah, it's been... So I haven't played Business Tour with Bryce, so I wanted to fucking do that this week, but we couldn't find the time, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Oh yeah. So we didn't have like a.
I'm at the 4th grade Ninja War, Brian. I've reached it.
You're gonna be there for a long time.
I see that.
Like
the
4th grade Ninja War arc ends when the anime ends.
Oh wow!
Basically.
Excellent.
How many episodes you got left?
Like 200.
Yeah, that's about how long the Great Ninja War is.
Yeah.
And like 2 episodes to tie everything up. Neat little bow. Oh boy. Well,
There's times where you're like, this is amazing. And then there's times where you're like, this is still going. And then you're like, okay, no, but this became amazing again. And then you're like, and it's still going.
how long does it take to fight
Yeah,
a war?
It's amazing right now. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but it's amazing.
I'm actually
right now.
kind of surprised. You've actually watched more episodes than I watched because back when they were fighting, like early in Shippuden, when they were fighting the like puppet master,
Sorcery.
yeah, Sasori and the clay bomb guy.
Datara.
That's what I thought his
Look at
name
me.
was.
Look at me.
Look at you. I got impatient and started reading the manga, and then I read the manga for like 6 years or 7 years. Like, and I just stopped watching the anime. Like the last episode of the anime I watched was still Sakura versus Sasori,
Mm.
and then it was all manga till the end.
I don't know, man.
Nice.
You gonna watch Boruto when you're done? You gonna move on to Naruto's dad?
Probably.
Hell yeah.
Honest to God, the way to watch Boruto
It's not
is to
watching.
go to the part, to jump to the part that's basically just the summary of the movie. So find out what the movie is, and it's like episode like 50. Start there. It's actually not bad. If you just pretend the first 50 episodes didn't exist.
I
don't think-
fucking saw
Like
one
it's
of the
actually pretty
episodes
good
I-
right now. I'm really enjoying Boruto right now. The first year was just commitment because of my love of Naruto. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this one more year before I quit on this fucking show.
Mhm.
And then they did the movie. Like they redid the entire movie basically in like 8 episodes. And I was like, okay, like I already know what's gonna happen because I watched the movie. And then the story just got decent. Then it felt like it started, but like the manga, the Boruto manga, starts at the same part as the movie and then continues onwards. The first 50 episodes is basically just the first season of Boruto is just filler prior to the manga.
Mm.
And it's so slow. It feels like it's meant for a whole like 2 generations younger than you. And then but then after the movie, then you're like, this is a little bit more like the beginning of Naruto. It's still a little bit younger right now, but this is actually good. It's
Yeah,
actually
what I
worth
saw
watching.
recently is how Naruto became the Jinchuriki and like the whole process of that. And I was like, if fucking Boruto becomes a Jinchuriki the same way Naruto had to, I'm done. I'm never watching cartoons.
Am I okay to
again.
tell you yes or no?
No, you can't tell me.
Right.
Okay.
Bryce has to organically come to it, He's gotta get
Yeah.
there.
Well, I'm still saying skip the first 50 episodes of Boruto.
That's fair.
All right.
Although you watched all of the Naruto fillers, so apparently you have no taste. So just watch the whole thing.
I haven't watched as much in Shippuden because a lot of the Shippuden filler is them when they're kids. And
Mm.
so a lot of the filler is like, since I'm watching the shows back to the back, I've seen all of the filler recently when it was an actual episode. So I've been skipping through most of that.
Damn. Well, I got some topics lined up. A bang 'em out.
Okay, I was gonna
What's
say,
up?
please God, tell me you have a topic, because I
Yeah.
got nothing.
Listen, what we've been doing when this is Bryce and I, we just like going to gaming news, we like seeing what the fuck's up, or just dumb shit we've seen. I think we yelled about like entitled gamers and shit the last couple weeks. So it was kind of nice.
Can we bring that back up? Can we
Yeah.
bring that back up?
We can bring that back up. In fact, we can bring it up right now if you'd like, buddy.
Let's
about
do it.
All right.
Sure.
So, Insomniac, developers of the Spider-Man game, haven't played it. Apparently, it's fucking amazing. Ryan was
I
saying
platinumed it in 3 days.
there you go. So people are still playing it. People have been
Still?
harassed.
How? It wasn't that long.
They're still playing it, dog. I don't know what to tell you. They're saying
Okay.
they're pissed at Insomniac, or they were for weeks. And this was their complaint. can you guys add the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit to the game so I can dress up my Spider-Man to make him look like the first Spider-Man live action?
Tobey
please?
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
This is the outfit they wanted.
Yeah, they wanted Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And this was their pressing issue. It wasn't like, oh, there's bugs in the game. Oh, they're like, we want this Spider-Man suit. And every time Insomniac posts something, they just get inundated with harassment about, where's my fucking spider suit? Like J. Jonah Jameson, I want this Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man right now.
Go get pictures.
Go get pictures of the Spider-Man suit. So Insomniac finally said, here you go. It's free DLC spider suit. This is, oh, sorry, yeah, they're still playing the game because they had a whole new DLC fucking campaign. That's why, Brian.
I thought about buying the DLC campaign, actually.
Yeah.
It's one of the first I actually thought about buying.
So,
But I wasn't going to buy it in chapters. I was going to wait till it all came out and then just pick it all up and do it at once.
that's a smart way to do it. Otherwise, that way you're just not gonna fuck by the story. But yeah, so that they're coming out with DLC, and they said, yeah, we're gonna keep developing DLC, and everyone was like, give me this spider suit, give me that one, and they've been really harping on this fucking Tobey Maguire spider suit. So much so, the developer said, here you go, you can have it for free, Merry fucking Christmas. And now there's this huge fucking debate online of like, should you be harassing the developers to get shit in the game that's like really honestly inconsequential? I don't care if you want to look like Tobey Maguire. That's a dumb thing to yell about. And
You know what I find equally dumb?
what's that?
The people who are like, all right, I want Insomnia to go back, look through who is harassing them, and don't let them get the Spider-Man outfit. Who the fucking cares? I understand, like, yeah, it's bad. Don't harass a developer. You're entitled as shit. Like, if you feel the need to literally harass them for it. But in the same foot, you don't then, like, the other side, whatever, be like, don't give it to them. Shut up.
I don't even know how you go about that. Like, if their Twitter account's
I
not
don't
linked to
know.
their PSN account, how the fuck are you gonna know? Just gonna like,
You're doing some fucking forensics or some shit.
yeah, you're gonna have to be deep diving.
Look, Bryce has got the education. He could track down these motherfucking kids.
There you go.
I honestly, like, this story, I feel like you were going to end it with, like, and they traced it to a 4chan post where they all agreed to just make the biggest deal out of the Tobey Maguire suit. Like, that's what that felt like it was leaning towards. And then I'm like, wait, that many people want the Tobey Maguire suit? And then
Yeah.
this one's starting a thing about, like, I feel like half of that was a meme. I feel like a lot of people are going, oh, there's a bunch of fucking entitled gamers. I mean, entitled gamers is a weird one. It's one of those, like, you can definitely find cases of gamers just being entitled. But it's not all gamers being entitled. It's a group of gamers being rather entitled. It kind of goes almost to my even joking about the stupid fucking people with their shitty opinions about, like, games being overrated and saying, like, nobody should like this. Where it's like, you get to this point where some people get the game and they're just like, I just expected better from all of these things. And you're like, man, like, it's real interesting that you're 20 years old or you're 16 years old and can just, like, brush off the work of, like, 3 years from, like, a team of adults, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then sometimes often it's like the developers did this, like, this was a decision that ended up happening because of budget or because of technology limitations, right? But then it's, like, so easy to just be like, if I was a game developer, I'd never do it. So it's like some of that entitlement stuff, like, I can see where that comes from. But this one feels like a meme. Like, it feels like there was literally, like, maybe a handful of people that actively wanted this and a fuck ton of people that were making a big deal about it for the sake of making a big deal about it. This, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that many people really, really badly wanted the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man skin, but I can't shake that this became a meme for that community to make a big deal about feeling.
I understand why you think that, because it's such a dumb thing to yell about. It's not like there's game-breaking bugs. I can't play the game. I don't think this game has online. So that whole complaint avenue is out the window. But yeah, they're just...
It's a purely single-player game.
It's purely single player, and they're yelling about, I can't dress up as Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. This is bullshit. And they're actually upset.
But they don't have the amazing Spider-Man with, what's his name, and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Yeah, they don't have Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But
Like,
there's...
honestly, I'm actually surprised they were able to put that free DLC in. I didn't think they'd actually have the rights to do that. Because, like, the game wasn't made by Sony. Sony owns the movie rights. But, like, Marvel owns every other rights and could, like, give out for games and stuff. I'm actually surprised they were able to even put it in. I figured there'd be some fucking, like, copyright lawyer shit to get that costume even in the game. That actually blows my mind they got it at all.
I'm wondering if it's like a legal thing where they're just like, you could put whatever you want Spider-Man related for so many years. You know what I mean? Like if that's how they negotiated it. Because they're putting other shit in there. Like they said, we're going to keep putting suits in. But this is the thing. This is like what the community is actually upset about. And I wish
Except I've heard that they're actively not going to put any symbiote suit in this game.
They're not doing. No, probably
because
probably
I'm pretty
Sony's
sure.
Like, nah.
Although, like, not to get too spoilery, they don't really. Do they have a symbiote leak? No, they do have a symbiote. Like Easter egg at the end of the game. There's a couple of Easter eggs for like who the villains could be and different things because they're clearly setting up for like a second game.
Yeah.
But they like actively didn't even put a costume for the symbiote, and it was like basically announced before the game came out, like there will be zero symbiote anything. And I don't know if that was just a contractual thing or if it was like we're saving that for the future or what. But
I'd imagine they'll save it for the future. That seems like what they're doing. I wish this story had come out 2 weeks ago when Bryce and I were yelling about entitled gamers, because this, to me,
what was the topic that forced you guys to talk about it before, though?
It was Bethesda. It was Bethesda and the bags. They fucked up.
The great bag. Fucking 2018.
The bag debacle.
Wait, I don't think I heard about this one.
Oh yeah, so
my face when doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh,
wow.
God. Listen. So here's what happened. Bethesda lets you pre-order Fallout 76, which is a doo-doo game, for $200.
Yeah.
For $200, you got a helmet and like a steelbook case and a map and a bag to put the helmet in. And they advertised it. This is a canvas bag. It's a really nice canvas bag. People put the helmet in. And people got the pre-orders, and it was a shitty nylon bag. And Bethesda replied, LOL, too bad. We don't want to give you a canvas bag. So that was the whole argument, was like, are gamers entitled? You know, this specific case, I didn't think so because Bethesda fucked the dog on so many different levels. But like in general, how do you feel about entitlement in the gaming community?
I don't think that's an entitled thing. And I think that's another... I think that's people trying to shit on gamers because like, I never really got other people's like hatred of gamers. I mean, I've talked about it in the past. Like I had my whole life, like you're gonna waste your life away by being a gamer, and you still see people where like some tweet comes up on like fucking Twitter where somebody's like, anybody who spends their time playing games is children, and you're like, what? Or like, you know,
Motherfucking Ninja was on Jimmy Fallon this week.
Yeah. So like, I still see some of that, but at the same time, if you're promised one product and given another, I wouldn't call that entitlement. I would call that like a general consumerist issue.
Yeah. And that's...
But I think it's people want to like, you know, say
that's pretty much what
cause violence
said.
and
dumb.
This feels like pulling at straws. And like, you know, honest to God, if I thought long and hard enough, I could find some moments of like true entitlement where people are like, this skin shouldn't cost this many gems, or high res should give us more free gems than they already do. Back when I was playing Smite, I remember seeing Reddit posts that like 50 free gems a week is not enough. Fuck high res. They should give at least 100. Okay, that is an entitled gamer.
Yeah.
You're already playing the game for free, you know. And I've seen those Reddit posts. I've seen those Twitter posts. I've seen those people. But you know they're 15 and don't have a job, so they can't buy any skins. So that's why they demand more free shit than they already get. right? Or like every time
Maybe
like
they
a
just make
gem
$30,000.
Ah, fuck off.
God.
Fucking Matt, dude.
Had to
Like,
get
like
you
I
on.
didn't say any of that. I was like, all I said was like, it's not to say that like, you know, to say anything negative about anybody that makes that much or less. It's just to say that like nobody making 30,000 is being like bling bling. I got so much money, right? That's all it's saying. Like it's not that much anyway.
Yeah,
But then
no.
Matt's
Upset.
fucking Twitter post. I'm like,
Fucking.
oh, I was
damn it.
actually like, remember at HRX when Matt was gonna make that joke on Teed's like Twitter or whatever, pretend like because he had her phone at HR or at DreamHack, and he was like, I feel like if I made this tweet, Duke would come up and be like, "That's not funny," and I was like 10 seconds from being like, Brian pretending to be Duke, Matt, that's not funny. I did not find that tweet funny.
You sounded
At all.
unimpressed. I was reading your tweet at work and I was like, you sound very unimpressed right now, Brian.
I was very unimpressed. Very, very unimpressed.
Matt scolded on air.
I mean, whatever. I'll let it go. Bygones be bygones. If somebody really wants to make us think about the fact that I still don't say 30,000
fuck it.
it's not a ton of money. All right. Like,
No, you're not.
people
like,
raise a family on it, and I, honest to God, like if you could raise your family and do everything like that on it, like you've got to have fantastic
God
budgeting
bless.
skills, and you're probably struggling. And honest to God, like I hope that you could like find a spot where you make more. I don't think anybody living on that is living a life of luxury.
There you
But
go.
anyway, I
Clarify.
was not impressed with Matt when he said that on Twitter. I was like, oof.
Boy. Bodied. Yeah, man. I wish that
Flint.
story. Yeah. What's up?
You know where else people are acting kind of entitled right now?
Where are people acting kind of entitled?
That motherfucking generic MOBA game.
I don't think they're acting
That
entitled,
should've-
but let's listen.
I think there's a portion that are.
Okay.
Could be
Are you
considered
talking about the
entitled.
new UI? That's all I've seen on Twitter.
Yes. The entitled part I'm talking about. If you think a fucking starting a petition is going to do anything, you're dumb.
Change.org.
We
Change
don't
the
like the new UI. Let's start a petition. Shut the fuck up.
Listen. Change.org is
Except
going to
Willow.
work just as well as ribcage.org. It's going to do nothing.
Ribcage.org.
Ribchange.org. Dog. Actually, that was
I logged in
scary.
today. Maybe, apparently, unpopular opinion. I don't think it's that bad. There's some little quirks to it that could be
I think
fixed.
what I've seen, like I haven't actually even seen what the UI looks like, but it's changed 9 times. And honest to God, as long as you can click play and get a match, I probably would never care. What I understand though, seeing Duke's Twitter, is that shit just don't work though. Like anybody
true.
that hates on the look of it, I'm like, all right. This makes me think back to League. When League, so League had this like its launcher, and League's launcher, like all you saw was posts upon posts upon posts about this launcher being shit. All right, it was ancient. It needed updated. They finally updated it. They basically baited it, and all you saw was post upon post upon post about how shit the update was. But then some people liked the update. And you know what League of Legends actually did? They actually just made the game have 2 fucking launchers, and you could either stick with the old one or use the new one. Now, I would go full entitled, like this is entitled gamer, if everybody started to say that they should do exactly what League did with the 2 launchers. But when I've seen Duke Sloth tweeting that like you can't even like friends list is broken, it's like okay, in like 2 weeks, you know, if they can make things less broken, then you know that's okay. They're gonna have issues, but
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But if your complaint is how it looks, I don't think it looks that bad.
So, for those of you who don't know, just to kind of like keep the people informed, I know most of the people who listen to this are Smite gamers. They made the console and PC UI the same thing, right? So they took the console UI.
did they change the console UI too, or did
No.
they just change the PC to the console one?
They changed the PCs to the console. So what you Xbox and PS4 whammies been playing on Us PC gamers have to deal with it now, and people are upset. I'm in the camp, and I was in the camp this morning. I should say that I don't like how it looks. I think it looks dumb. I think there's a lot of wasted space, just from a visual standpoint. I'm not signing a fucking change.org petition, but I'm not a fan. But what made me take a step back and go, am I like a little too angry here about this fucking UI is my dad is playing Smite way more than I'm playing it. And he is notorious for, I hate change. If a fucking UI changes, I don't like it. Like a fucking like YouTube can move his play button from like one side to the other, and like he'll fucking scream about it, and I'll hear it from like 2 floors up. He's not a fan, and he was like, honestly, there's a couple of little things I don't like, but overall, it's not that bad. I'm thinking, well, if you're having a reasonable response to this, do I have to like tone it back a little bit? Because like when I saw it, I was like, this is fucking doo doo. I don't like it at all. But now Dad's like, well, there's some little stuff I'd like to like have tweaked, but that being said, friends list, yeah, that has to be fixed. Clan invites are fucked. I think God sorting is fucked. Like you can't filter based on God pantheon anymore.
Major guardian.
No major guardian. Yeah, like or magical physical damage kind of thing. Oh, and major guardian's gone too. Like you just can't.
Yeah, I heard it just says magical and physical now or something. Instead of like classes.
Something like it's fucked.
Yeah, I found myself having to like escape out of all the screens I was in rather than like exit or back out. Maybe that was me being a fucking noob idiot, but
Nope,
I couldn't
that's
find
not
like
it.
how to get out of the screen.
I guess the only other question I really have is, at least with the mouse, like, because I understand it come from a console. And a console UI, you're always going to have to go up, up, down, down, down between all your menus and shit. And I've heard that like God selection is pretty terrible. Like, have they done anything to like be more forgiving for a mouse, or when you get in the UI, do you have to hit the up and down arrows? Can you at least like click on different menus?
Oh, you can click on stuff.
Yeah, you can click.
You can click.
Okay.
So it's not like, oh, I gotta fucking scroll through. No, you can click shit. I don't know if the scroll wheel works. I'm assuming it does. I haven't tried it yet. I kind of looked at it and went, I don't like it, and left it alone. But
The weirdest thing for me was like the name Smite being up on the left-hand corner and like not in the middle.
That's weird. That's really weird.
I was like, I can't get used to that right there, right now.
I'm honestly surprised they made the console UI so different. Like, I figured you could have done it like 90% the same when they first implemented it.
Yeah, I think honestly the better play would have been to move the PC UI over a console, because you can make all those tabs at the top selectable with an analog stick. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Well, I think though too, like you have to think about text size. From what I've seen, some of the pictures of the new one is the text size is way bigger.
Yeah.
You have to think about how far somebody might be sitting away from their TV, and if you think about how small the text size was in some of those menus, they're really meant for you to be sitting at a monitor really close to your fucking TV.
Yeah. Maybe they thought that was
So
easier.
I think a lot of console stuff, probably why it feels so ugly, because like a lot of people I see, again, I haven't really seen it. I've only sort of seen a screenshot, but it was like I didn't open the image. It was just like the image, where it's tiny on Twitter on my phone. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
but I never enlarged it to really look at it. But like people on PC, they love they're sleek, they're clean, they're tight. But like you can't see that shit when you're too far from your cheap ass like 30-inch TV from like the back end of the room, right? Like you're not going to be able to read that shit. It's like smaller than a subtitle. And so I find when I play a lot of console games, the text is way bigger than I'm used to on PC.
The biggest thing for me is how you have to. There's no X in the corner anymore to get out of the game. You have to hit escape to get out, which seems like trivial, but it's little shit like that. I think if they improve that, and then I know. So one thing people were freaking out about is they thought this was the UI update. Remember when Project Olympus came out in Season 5, and they're like, new arena map, all this new cool shit's coming, and a new UI. Well, people were saying, this is the new UI. They just made us have the console one, and this sucks dick. No. That's not what's happening, guys. They're moving everyone to the same UI, and then they're making a new
And
one
then
for
they're changing it
everyone.
all.
Yeah, they're
So wait. What you're saying is that we can expect a second freakout when both PC and console hate the new UI.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely is what's going to happen when this
will be a
news
unified
drops.
front.
Or what we can expect is these people that signed the change.org petition think that they've actually made a difference when the UI changes again.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen.
And that's the real defeat, is letting those people think they've actually mattered.
They don't.
Oh yeah, let's sign the petition, boys.
Bryce over here, he's like, I signed it first. Like,
Yeah, he probably fucking
first
made it.
100
I
Probably made
started
that shit.
it.
You just wanted to see how many fucking noob idiots you could rope in. That's it.
This is what happens when fucking Coop loses to Vinny.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. Vinny, I got your back, brother. Yeah, he doesn't listen to the podcast, but I got his back. That's all that matters. Fucking it's
What else
kind
we
of
got?
well, you know, since we're on the topic of generic MOBA, kind of shift over a little bit. Don't worry, Brian, it's not about gameplay. LG.
Honestly, I feel like this is okay. We're talking about
Stuff around Smite, you know?
entitled gamers. This is not about generic MOBA.
Exactly. Well, this is coming to the Smite scene, but it's not directly involving the video game of Smite. LG is coming back for Season 6. They got announced this today. Coming back to the SPL. They're going to sign a team. Not the same team that went 1-22 on the season, but a team. Weekend has come out and said, by the way, for 8 months, LG has been 15 to 20 days late on payments for our salary. On top of that, they still owe $10,000 combined for players that were playing for LG a year ago. So they are way behind on their salary payments. Weekend is the only one of the current roster that is up to date on his payments. Everyone else is behind. And LG's responses when people are asking have been a little bit silly. So we can hit up the org owner of LG and said, hey, where the fuck's our money? And he said, you guys are 1-22, LOL. Don't worry about it.
What?
Now,
What?
that first of all, that's dumb as shit. But bear in mind that Hi-Rez is giving the orgs a stipend. Hi-Rez is paying the salaries. The orgs just have to dole out the fucking cash. That's how this works. It's not their own money. It's not like they have to fucking refinance their company to make sure these players are getting paid. Hi-Rez is taking care of that shit. They just have to make sure the checks get to the fucking players. And they can't even do that. And they're allowed back in the SPL. So people are a little upset. It brought Weekend and DM Brandon together in like one unified force, which is like a fucking unholy merging. That was really weird to see on Twitter. DM arguing for Weekend was really weird because usually they're at each other's throats.
Yeah, like I know it's Hi-Rez paying them.
Yeah.
Like, so it's Hi-Rez paying it, but so it's a reflection of the organization, not Hi-Rez. So like, why would Hi-Rez let them back? It's the org, not Hi-Rez. But in this situation, it's the org reflects Hi-Rez. So in order to have a,
Well, especially because Hi-Rez has made the SPL and their leagues sort of exclusive, right? They say like, we only want the best in here. There's only a certain amount of spots. You have to agree to all these terms, including paying your fucking players on time with their salary. You know what I mean? And people are worried because they're saying, some weird team is going to have no other option but to sign with LG and just not get paid. And it's not like they don't have money. Remember, Ninja's sponsored by LG. So they're getting a little bit of kickback from that. I know Ninja has his own merch and shit, but he is sponsored and they do have like LG merch for Ninja. They got cash money. They're one of the big name orgs. They have a league team too, I believe, that fucking made it almost to the end of LCS this year or the grand finals or whatever. They're getting paid. they're a popular brand. There's no excuse for them to be 20 days late on a payment, which, by the way, only occurs once a month. So they're supposed to get paid on the 1st. Weekend got paid today. It is now the 20th. Just a little. And I feel like people defending LG are kind of silly, because if I was working a job and my employer didn't have a damn good reason why they were late on a paycheck that I needed to fucking pay my bills, I'd be pretty pissed. And I think anyone else reasonably would be as well. I don't quite understand why people are defending this org in this particular scenario. I understand Hi-Res, why they're defending Hi-Res, because it's not dumb for Hi-Res to let them back in, but not really their fault that an org decides, yeah, we're going to take the money from you and just not give it to the people that are supposed to be earning the paycheck to an extent.
I guess I can kind of see defending the org for some people.
Really?
Me and you don't necessarily see esports yet. Like, we enjoy esports, we enjoy watching the teams, but it's more for the game and the players, and we decide what team we're a fan of based on the players. However, if we viewed esports now like we do actual sports, then you're going to go to bat for your fucking organization, because that's essentially your team, not the players. You know, as players transition on the Red Sox, I'm not all of a sudden not a Red Sox fan, so I'm going to go bat for the Red Sox. And it could be the same type of thing, maybe, perhaps, with LG. That's the only thing I could think of why you would ever defend them for this.
Yeah, you're like LG
I mean,
loyal.
there's one thing, team loyalty.
Yeah.
I think LG, though, is a fairly new team. Like, how loyal are people on it? I think some people that do that are doing that entitled gamer thing still. They're like, you got to play games for a living, so, like, what are you, whatever. That's the only reason I can think of, which I think is a bullshit reason for people to defend. But as far as I'm concerned, like, I remember Julian, he had a boss, and he was supposed to get paid on Fridays, and sometimes his boss just all of a sudden wasn't answering his phone and wouldn't pay the guys till Monday instead of Friday. And I looked Julian dead in the eye and I said, that's when you now get a new job, because anybody who fucks with a man's pay is the scum of the fucking earth. There is little worse aside from, like, straight up abusers, you know, but like, it's like the lack of respect when you fuck with somebody's pay, that's as low as you could basically go. Again, aside from, like, on the side of abusers.
Yeah.
Right? Which borderline is like abuse of your employees. Like, it's almost a type of fucking abuse of employees. Like, you do not fuck with a person's paycheck. As a boss, first fucking priority is pay your fucking staff. Beyond anything else. And I've met tons of people where the company is failing and they say, at the very least, I will make sure paychecks are paid.
Yeah.
Like, they will sink further to make sure paychecks are paid. Like you do not fuck with someone's pay. And in my, you're 20 days late and you're making this regular and your response is 1 in 22, lol, you're scum. There's no better word I can use for you than scum. Do not fuck with a person's paycheck. Ever.
100%.
That's just, like, that's just too low. Like, do not, like, you're fucking with their entire livelihood. So what happens if you get paid November 1st and then you get paid December 20th? You've now gone 50 days between paychecks.
Yep.
That's fucking terrifying. Like,
it's
no.
not a good situation, man. And to their credit, Hi-Res has responded through Avrin, Skillshot Aubrey, their community manager, said, like, look, she's not accountable for this. Cooper's not accountable for this, really. Like, they're not making the decisions of which orgs leave and stay. They're kind of just running the admin side of it in terms of, like, player discipline and make sure those ducks are in a row. But they said, look, going forward in Season 6, orgs are required to pay players on a more frequent basis and will be held accountable if they fail to do so. It's just unfortunate that an org like LG is able to fuck with someone for 8 months. Or not just someone, like fucking 10 people for 8 months because LG went through quite a few roster changes because they kind of sucked dick the whole year.
What is held accountable? They're gonna kick the fucking org out if they're not playing the players in the middle of the season? Probably
I don't know,
not.
man. Find the org, maybe.
I don't know. Fines, probably.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That would be what I like.
What do you do then if you find them and then they don't find them and they just pull out and then you just have a bunch of players with no paycheck? But actually, no, like you can find them because if you've signed a contract, you can find them. And then if they tried to pull out and not pay the players and then just walk away from Hi-Rez, Hi-Rez has every legal authority to sue them.
Yeah.
And take more. So you can actually, like, I've seen construction contracts where, like, if you don't meet certain obligations, you are fined, where basically you just pay the company that you have the contract with more money. So they could fine, and then if they don't pay the fines, they can kick them out and then sue them.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me is that it's not even really their money. You know, that's what irks me the most. Is that because there was some shitty orgs in the SPL. If you go back to like season 2, season 3, when it was kind of like,
I don't remember what was the one. There was one that had a huge
denial.
like not even just eager. It wasn't even denial. There was one of them that was managed by. I'm trying to remember what her name was.
Oh, fucking Dignitas. Yeah.
No, not even Dignitas. There was another one before that.
Not sorry, Dig. Fucking Paradigm. It was Paradigm that was fucking.
That's the one. Paradigm, yeah.
They had the Awelic skin, and they tried to get the players to play for $1 on the fucking contract. Like, that's some shady shit. But, you know, when it gets to that point, it's like, look, we're paying these guys out of pocket. We don't have any money. It's still scummy as fuck. I'm not defending it. But at least it's like, oh, like, you literally have $0 in company funds. That sucks dick. Try and get some money to pay your players, and maybe don't make a fucking org if you can't pay the bills. But LG's a AAA org that's getting paid by Hi-Rez. Like, it's Hi-Rez's money. Like, hey, these salaries are going to the fucking players, right? And LG's like, yeah, thanks for the money. Yeah, 100%. Oh, Ninja streaming? Yeah, we'll pay him later. Well, we gotta watch this fucking Ninja stream real quick. Like, that's what irks me, is that it's not even their money.
You know what I wonder, though? Like, if they're behind, I mean, I guess if they're paying just 20 days late, it makes me wonder, though, if maybe, like, some of the money that's missing is actually, like, the pay beyond. Because a lot of them, I don't, like, these are details I don't know. Like, what if they actually properly paid the money from Hi-Rez, and then are withholding the money that was specifically from them on top of it? These are details I don't know, but overall, I think we're in agreement. You don't fuck with somebody's pay.
No.
You pay people on time. I wonder if there's any legal action that they could take on that. Because, like, if your employer, I mean, at least in Canada, like, if your employer's not paying you, you go to the fucking labor board and you fucking take, if your employer's not paying you in Canada, like, you can go to the fucking labor board, then you don't even work for the company for a month, and then the company's supposed to pay you for the next month. And I've seen people that, like, the company, like, fucks up and, like, doesn't pay somebody, and then all of a sudden they're just not working, getting paid for, like, 6 weeks. And then they're not allowed to be fired. Like, there is such strict laws in Canada with the labor board that, like, you do not fuck with someone's pay. One, it's scummy, and two, the government of Canada, at the very least, is fucking coming after you.
Dude, you can say the word labor board at your job in Canada, and your fucking employer will have a heart attack. Like, you don't want to fuck with those guys. They're scary.
You don't want to fuck with the labor board. I have seen so much shit. Like, you don't even want to fire people. Like, if the labor board calls you and says that they think that somebody was fired improperly, like, that person now will still not go back to work. They might have 3 months of legal battles, and you're just paying that person for 3 months to, like, fight with you. And then when it's all said and done, you have to hire them back with, like, all of this bad blood. It's crazy. I've heard these stories anyway about like, guys that have had shit like that happen. The closest I've ever seen is we had 10 years ago when I was working at Greyhound. We fired an idiot, like a fucking terrible idiot. And he was fired. Ultimately, the final decision to fire him is because he refused to wear his high-vis safety vest outside. He was the stupid kind of kid that thought it made it look lame, so he just wouldn't wear it. It annoyed him. And the labor board actually eventually called. I answered the phone. They talked to my boss, and I overheard them on the phone. They're like, oh, why did we fire that kid? Because he refused to wear his PPE. Boom. Labor board said, "Good enough for me. Have a good day, sir."
Have a nice one, lads. So
you don't fuck with the labor board in Canada.
no. So this is Weekend's original tweet. This is what he said. It might help answer some of your questions. It says, imagine this: it's holiday season. You're paid once a month.
Oh, I saw his tweets, but
yeah.
Whammies, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not just like LG's extra. By the way, thanks for being part of LG salary. It's like their entire pay is not coming out for like 40 plus days. So they're fucking blue balled for 40 days straight, and then they get their money. And it's from what I'm reading, from this, it's not regular. Like it's not like instead of the 1st, they're getting paid on the 20th. So it's not a predictable when are you getting paid. So you could be paid on like the 10th, or you could be paid on the fucking 29th. It doesn't like the gap's not consistent. That's fucked up. And they still owe Aquarius and Shadow Chair $5K each, and they have not responded at all. They're just kind of
which at 30,000 salary is more than a month's pay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like that's like 2 months' pay.
Yeah, and it's like it's goods and services. You're there. They did a job. They sucked at it, but they still did it. They still played in the SPL. They deserve their money. Pay your players. I think we're pretty much there on that. I think we're all in agreement on that one. But
well, like it makes me wonder. I think LG might pull out next year. Maybe people have short-term memories, but there's a lot of people that are going to remember this. And there's going to be a lot of good players that won't go to LG because of it. LG is going to end up signing a very amateur team of people willing to take that chance just to get their foot in the door. They're going to fucking tank because of it. And they're going to pull out next year. Like, this is like a reputation destroying moment. If somehow they get like high profile and like whatever, like I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if you were a player and you were contacted by LG as you're kind of in this like, roster apocalypse time and you're seeing all this shit, are you going to sign up with them?
Well, if my option is to play in the SBL or not play at all, yeah.
That's what I was saying about the amateurs just trying to get their foot in the door. But like any bigger players are going to be like, no.
Yeah, this apparently is not a new thing. For LG. For LG, like I guess Allied I know Allied was a streamer for LG for a bit there before he passed, but I guess he was dealing with that shit too, where he wasn't getting paid, and they weren't dealing with him professionally at all. So this is apparent. I haven't heard anything about Barracuda or Jeff Hindla if that's what they had to deal with when they were LG, because they were.
Maybe
LG
that's why they went to SSG.
Could be why. And they just decided not to say anything. They like to keep quiet about it or whatever. Leave on amicable terms.
Well, I think Barra and Jeff, like, it's hard to say how much they've got left, but like from back in the days of winning some big tournaments and then the stream money, they might not have made as big of a noise about it because like those guys probably make good money from all their streaming and their past prize money. Like they're probably pretty comfortable that if the paychecks are late, they might not feel it as strongly. But like some of the other guys, like Aquarius, young guys without like, without as big as streaming careers, they're going to feel like Shadow Chair, I believe, is pretty young too. Like they're going to feel that late paycheck, I think, more than guys like Jeff and Barra might. I think they might. This is making assumptions, but just kind of from what I understand, looking at the size of their streams and knowing their past prize pool histories, they might be in a spot that like if their paycheck's late, they're not financially like fucked. So maybe it didn't become as big a noise back then.
Could be.
Yes, smaller guys, younger guys, guys without big streams, guys without past big prize pools, like, and this is now their job. Oh fuck yeah, they feel it. Like it would terrify me to get even just my paycheck once a month. Like you don't budget properly. Like I couldn't handle monthly pay. Like twice a month at least, please.
Bi-weekly, please. I can deal with bi-weekly. That's all right. Getting a pattern, but fuck that. Speaking of money, we've actually transitioned very nicely between the things that I was going to bring up. There's a lawsuit brewing in Fortnite land. So Epic Games is being sued by Alfonso Ribeiro and the Backpack Kid from that Katy Perry music video for Fortnite taking and monetizing their dance moves. So Fortnite has the Carlton and also the Backpack Kid dance as purchasable emotes. Like you can get them through the battle pass, or you just buy them direct. And it seems like these guys they're saying it's copyright infringement, and they weren't consulted or asked, and they would like some money from Epic. And I think Alfonso Ribeiro is also suing 2K Games because NBA has it as well. There's a little bit of a legal battle on the way. I'm interested to see how this goes.
I'm kind of interested too because, like, how many games have had dances? How many games have the Thriller dance?
It's
Like,
true.
how many games have Thriller dance? Is this something that can happen, like, more commonly? I mean, like, you also saw people like remember the back when this was a thing, what are those? And like their parents then got lawyers and sued like everybody that used the clips of what are those and made what are those jokes.
It's because like the Carlton dance it's what he's known for. It's his only claim to fame. So he wants to be known for it and keep it his own thing. The big debate with it is apparently he admitted that he stole the dance from somebody else. So
Yes, he
how are you
did.
gonna like sue somebody that it's your dance when there's like camera footage? I guess he admitted he took it from somebody else. He didn't use the word.
Well, that's probably right
steal.
there, him losing that lawsuit.
He
Yeah.
actually did use the word steal, if you watch the clip.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
So
I didn't watch it. I just read some articles.
he stole it from Courtney Cox, I think, on like a Bruce Springsteen video. And basically his wording was like, I tried to imagine how would a white person dance dumb music. So I stole it from Courtney Cox, and I think there was another actor, and he kind of like combined the two dances.
So he combined two dances, so maybe not. But I don't like, how often have people done mimicking of dances? Now, I've heard in the past, though, that people had to change the Thriller dance like a certain amount. Like a lot of games that would put a Thriller-esque dance so that it was similar until a certain amount of time had passed. But this one kind of makes me wonder because it opens up a whole question on a lot of other copyright things. Because like this is almost like a precedent setting that if you see Backpack Kid's mom win in court or through settlement, it might set a precedent for more of this to happen. Because like, I mean, you even watch the videos, it's like, where did all of the World of Warcraft dances come from? And then there's like some music video that they copied it from, or some Michael Jackson video that they copied it from. But at the same time, I kind of wonder, because then you look at guys like Weird Al Yankovic, right? Weird Al, he was always doing fair use, right? He changed the music enough that he was always in fair use. He didn't like, you don't actually require permission in the music world to do a cover, because now with your own vocals and your own whatever, if you say it's a cover of the song, I don't even believe you need permission to do it. You could just do it. It's now fair use. And you got guys like Weird Al Yankovic who will copy the dances in his music videos. To some, like many of them, he'll copy so many things. I don't know. It might fall under fair use. Is it too similar? It's a real interesting area, and I don't know if the mom because I saw a video too that the Backpack Kid, I don't think he actually wants to sue them. I think it's his mom. I heard it's his mom and his mom's lawyer doing it for him because he's under 18.
Yeah, well, he's 16, right? So he can't just like file a fucking lawsuit. So it has to be his parents. What's interesting, I was just kind of reading up. He hasn't fully copyrighted the dance yet. First of all, he says he's in the middle of it. He would like them to stop using the emote because he's in the middle of copywriting the dance. So I don't know how that works legally. If you can say, "Hold on, I'm in the middle of doing this."
That's
stop.
usually how it works. You did it first. You're making the lawsuit. You make the process of copywriting. That's very common.
Okay, so understandable.
You technically have, like, if not copyright, like you have some kind of ownership of it from like the minute it's kind of first put out there for you. Like if an artist puts out a picture and then somebody copies it and the artist hasn't like gone through the stages of copywriting the image, it's still theft. It's still their property. So that's very common. I don't think that's a big effect that he hasn't finished copywriting it yet. That's copywriting takes time, but if he's able to say he has copyright on it, which actually he could potentially get declined on the copyright claim. But yeah, like artists could put something out and there's ownership from the minute it's out, not from the moment that the copyright office has like copyrighted it.
Yeah, which it'll be interesting to see. I think the biggest thing is Epic hasn't really, like, when you say fair use, Epic hasn't changed anything about the dances. In term, they've just kind of like mocapped it. So if you put the dance, like the Carlton, side by side with the fresh emote from Fortnite, it's the same fucking dance, beat for beat, right? And they're selling it. It's not a free dance in the game that anyone can have. It's like, no, you have to pay for this. But if this does end up being precedent setting, I'm wondering how it's going to be for other games like NBA 2K is obviously getting sued, but also Smite. Every one of the fucking dances in Smite you have to pay for, and it's based off a music video, right? You got like,
that's why I kind of wonder. Like, I don't think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna make a big effort. I don't think they're trying to win in court because I think they will lose in court every time. I think they're trying to get a settlement beforehand.
probably. And
To
Epic
try to
would probably
prevent
do that.
I think they're trying to get to a state where, like, because you can, like, people will do that in the court of law. Was they'll say, like, look, you could spend $1 million fighting this in court, or you give me 800,000. You know, and there comes a point where some companies, it's cheaper to just pay out the settlement than it is to actually fight it in court and win. Especially if the people that are suing you have no assets for you to win. Right? You're like, even if the court's determined and favored in Epic's favor and said that now these other people have to pay Epic's like legal fees, Epic will never see a dime. And sometimes there becomes a decision made to just settle because it's cheaper. So I think they're chasing a settlement. I don't think they're chasing an actual victory in court. There's so many cases, like hundreds and hundreds of cases of like dances being copied in TV and in different things. And I don't know if dance has ever been that successfully like copyrighted. Like, how many people have, done like Footloose things in other media, like straight up copied it even. Or what I'm trying to think some of the other like famous dance movies of like the 60s and 70s and 80s or whatever. What's the one with Patrick Swayze? Is that Footloose?
No, Footloose is Kevin Bacon.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Right. What's the one with Patrick Swayze? I'm thinking of the correct movie, right?
Yeah, Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Bryce has got you.
How much has Dirty Dancing been copied in like other forms of media, and Dirty Dancing isn't suing every time? I don't think there's any chance of winning. I think they're just chasing a settlement, and a settlement that's cheaper than the court fees.
Interesting, because like Bryce was saying, honestly, at this point, that's Alfonso Ribeiro's kind of calling card is the Carlton dance, right? So he might actually be going for it. I think the backpack kid is just going for money, or the mom is going for money, rather. I shouldn't say the kid. I don't know what his intentions are. For his mom's just like, we can make a quick buck here, son. But I don't know if it's like a pride thing for him, because that's his thing, right? He goes on like Dancing with the Stars and he does all this other shit, and it always ends in the fucking Carlton dance. And everyone's like, oh, he did the thing.
I think he went through a phase. I think he went through a phase where like he hated being known for that, but now obviously Dancing with the Stars, and he's embraced it. He did fucking Carlton dance on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
So like obviously it's his
He's okay with it now.
thing.
So I'm wondering if it's a pride thing now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's his own fault. He's still known as Carlton. I mean, it's not like I've never seen him in anything else. Have you?
No.
This isn't the Carlton from Fresh Prince, right? This is something else.
Nope.
No, it's the same guy.
Same guy.
Oh,
This is all I'm sure he's done other stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say here, he probably hasn't done anything. I'm
you
sure.
should send me the
I
Carlton
think he does
dance.
America's Funniest Home Videos, maybe. Did it?
Yeah.
Maybe not?
I think he did.
Can you
yeah.
send me a video of it? Because if it's the one I'm thinking of where his hands are just
Yeah,
like
it's
up
that
in the
one.
air.
It's that one where he's like, dude.
If he did that one on TV though, is that not then owned by the owners of the TV show, not by him?
I guess
Like,
he's saying he
like,
came
even
up
if
with
he's
it.
known for this Carlton, yeah, even if he came up with it, doesn't fucking matter. Anything I do as an engineer is owned by the fucking company. Anything a PhD researcher does working for a company is not owned by the researcher. They can maybe own the fame of it. You can often have many people working in a university that are famous for the work they have done, but the university owns the fucking work as their employer.
Yeah, it could be.
So even if he came up with this dance himself, his court case is immediately going to go to, does he even own this dance? Because he did it while employed by the Fresh Prince. If anybody has the right to sue Epic, it's these people that own the fucking own the show. Like I'm just watching the dance now, but
well, that's what, like, if he copyrights it, then I guess he's saying he's the owner of it. It's a whole thing, and he's also saying like he got inspiration from other moves. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but I sincerely think it's a pride thing for him. I think he's like, this is my fucking dance.
I think he's making a scene. But I honestly think in the legal court, like,
I don't think he's gonna win.
if he tries to copyright it, doesn't matter if he's in the process of copywriting it. It could very easily be disputed that it is owned because it was done on the TV show for whatever studio that owns the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And if anybody owns the rights to that dance, it's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I would not assume it is owned by Carlton, no matter how much creative control he had doing it. He was paid to do it on TV. If like that comes down to even like artwork, where I've seen people get pissy about this too on like Twitter, where it's like if I commission somebody to do a drawing for me, because I've paid them to do it, I own that drawing. And if you see Twitter people actually take commissioned work and post it on their Twitter advertising their own work, they're actually breaking copyright law if they did not ask the person that commissioned them to do it. But you'll see like collages of all the commissioned work they've done. And every single one of those, they actually need to get like practically legal permission from the person that commissioned it. And if I paid for something and somebody, and I haven't actually done this, but it's just stating the law that like if I paid somebody to you for something and then they put it on their Twitter to advertise it, or even just post it on their Twitter at all without my permission, I have every right to take it down because I own it. It doesn't matter that they drew it because I paid for it. So he was paid to be on the show. I would assume that the owners of the show own that dance, no matter what he thinks. And if he tries to copyright it, now maybe they don't get involved and maybe he somehow succeeds. But by everything I know about like copyright law and everything I've learned in school and read on Twitter, he was paid to do that. I think that now the studio owns it.
I don't think he's gonna win, regardless.
Because the artist does not own it if they were paid to do it at all. Zero. They have zero rights to anything they were paid to do. A photographer at a wedding, because I've seen that one come up with photography. When we got our wedding photography done, the lady actually asked us, and she sent the specific images, can I use this for promotional for more work? Because we own the rights to the images.
Huh. Interesting. I guess the other part of this is, do you think it's kind of scummy for Epic to just like rip dances from pop culture and slap them on there with no credit or anything? Or do you think it's just like,
no,
it's just
every game in fucking existence that has a dance has stolen it from somebody? Is it scummy of the whole gaming industry to do it? Maybe. But to point out Epic specifically, I don't think there's a case there.
The only like thing I look bad, I don't know, bad's not the word, I look at as being silly is a lot of the dances are extremely popular now to the point where you just have little kids doing them. There's probably a video every day on Facebook or Twitter or something of two little kids having a dance off, and they're all now what are known as quote unquote Fortnite dances. And you have people who are like trashing that, like, oh, this is pathetic. This is what it's came to. Why don't you just kill me? Fucking Fortnite dances. It's like, come on, dude. It's two little kids dancing, having a good time. Like, who fucking cares about the dancing? And
Oh yeah.
to try to feel the need that the dances need to be specifically cited that they're from this culture versus that culture, I just think is an argument that doesn't. It's not an argument at all. It's created out of thin air. It's just argue, because you feel one way or another about the dances being in the game and whoever made the dances not getting their appropriate, calling. But anybody, most of the dances for like people our age usually know where the fucking dance came from, know who made it. So it doesn't like Epic doesn't need to go out of their way to like be like, oh, this is a dance now known as a Fortnite dance. But let me give you the fucking 10-year history before the dance was famous. Let's start a YouTube channel before the Fortnite dance was famous. That's what I'm going to start doing. Just videos on that.
Do it. I'd watch them.
I don't know.
Do some learning.
I feel like to be in 2019 or almost 2019 and have these cases about dances in court, like for 40 years, I mean, you've seen videos like compilation of dance from the past, and then they're doing like mimics of, dances from different music videos that were famous. Or how many people have done the whip and the nay fucking dance on something?
Dude,
Like,
Soulja
they're not
Boy. Crank that.
Nobody
I
yells
feel
at fucking Kuzenbo about it.
right? Like, I think this is so, like, it's so prolific and it happens so much that I don't think it's necessarily saying that it's a problem. I feel like that there's already some legal precedent that like it's hard to copyright dance like that.
Yeah.
And I think if this was to have happened, like Fortnite's huge, but does Fortnite compare to World of Warcraft in its peak? Like, is it at 12 million active users yet?
I haven't paid attention to
I don't actually know its size. Maybe it is bigger than World of Warcraft at its peak. But even League of Legends has stolen dances from popular culture, and I don't know if Fortnite's even eclipsed what League of Legends used to be. Right? Like, this is not the first big.
It wouldn't
game.
surprise me if it has, because of the cross-console play.
So registered Fortnite users. This doesn't mean active, but like amount of registered Fortnite users is 200 million right now.
Okay, so maybe it is the biggest game in history, but even still, like, you'd think even in the past, like 15 years ago when World of Warcraft was actually like important, or even during the Wrath of Lich King like 10 years ago, right, when it was 12 million, or League of Legends in its hype, like World of Warcraft has copyrighted dances. You would assume that if this was really a thing, this would have already happened, right? Like, there would have already been a precedent set, and somebody would have won, and then all the dances would have stopped being on games, right? Like, or they would have had to make their own custom. Like, none of this, like, copying dances things would happen.
I mean, I found out who the fuck Roy Purdy was because of Fortnite.
It's true.
I had no idea who he was. Saw Fortnite dances, shit. Boom. Watch him on YouTube. Pretty much make the same video and do the same dance every time. But for whatever reason, never gets old.
But I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. I don't think they're gonna win. But I mean, this is even like how long ago was it that the guys that make PUBG were trying to sue Fortnite? That didn't fucking go over very well.
Epic Games untouchable confirmed. That's what I'm getting from this. Epic.
But you know what else is untouchable?
What's untouchable?
Christmas music.
Dude, transition game A fucking plus. I just want to say, I'm proud. I'm proud of this episode. All right. So, our community challenge this week was, since it's Christmas by the time this comes out, we want to know, what the fuck is your favorite Christmas music? What do you put on? You put on Baby It's Cold Outside on repeat? Fucking gets a little nippy. Minus 20 degrees. Not if you're CBC, you don't. But we'll see what the Whammies have to say. Unlucky. You want me to fire these out?
Fire them out.
Alrighty. First person, guess from last week. Famous Freak says, my favorite Xmas song.
You mean Fro Double G?
Yeah, Fro Double G says his favorite song is Jingle Bell Cock. I haven't listened to it yet. But
you need to listen to it.
I'm recording the video, so I can't.
So do we want to test our Flint? Do we want to test our copyright ability and play all of these songs?
I'm still disputing
the
Bandai
podcast.
Namco right now. I'm still disputing them. just wait until that's done. I don't want you to like, wait a minute.
That episode, did you use like a Bandai Namco sound effect at the beginning in the intro?
No, Matt listened to a whole YouTube video on his solo episode.
He watched the whole fucking YouTube video on screen with sound. I think it was the 2B trailer for Soul Calibur, and Bandai Namco was like, "Nope, wrong,
Nope,
can't do that." So I'm disputing them. I'm like, it's transformative. Matt was watching it. Don't copy strike us, you fucks. Because they can put ads on the video if I let them, and I don't want them to do that. Anyway, Jingle Bell Cock is Famous Freak's favorite song. Is it fire, Bryce? Fucking fire on this bitch.
It's fire. It's a classic.
Actually, wait. Do I even have game audio? No, I can listen to it. Oh, dope. I want to hear. Silent. Oh. Oh my fuck.
I'm listening to it now. This seems like something that Freak would say.
Fuck it. Hell, man, I'm with it. I like the joke Christmas songs. I'm a Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I remember that one.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It was Jingle Bell Cock. Respectable. You fella comes in and says, his is the most wonderful time of the ye. So if you've seen the little meme dinosaurs, it's that, but with Christmas music. It's pretty adorable. Pretty good.
I'll have to check that. What was that one called?
The most wonderful time of the ye. Y-E-E. It's those little like really poorly drawn dinosaurs like hee.
I was gonna laugh at the most wonderful time of the yeet.
Yeet.
That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was.
I don't think that song's been made yet. Bryce, get in the fucking lab. Get in there.
Let's get in the booth.
We got a SoundCloud account. We fucking put it on there.
Dial on, dial on, dial on, dial on, and dial on.
Exactly. Kurt, dude, says Christmas music is garbage. You're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you are entitled to it, Kurt, dude.
You're garbage.
There you go.
No idiot.
We're all reacting with the Nani emote on our Discord because like, what the fuck is? Come on, man. I understand if you don't like Christmas songs, but like you have to respect the fact that they're excellent background noise during the holidays. Even if you don't like Christmas music, you're just like, oh yeah, they're smooth.
They make you joyous.
Hell yeah.
Listen to some lo-fi hip hop fucking Christmas tunes.
to study 24/7. I love that shit, dude. Oh man, I got a lo-fi playlist for you if you're looking for that, Bryce. Don't worry.
Hell yeah, shoot it to me.
Hell yeah. Hey, Kyle says I have two favorite Christmas songs. Gayla Peavy, the Christmas hippo song. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm with you. Want a hippopotamus at Christmas. I feel you. And Little Drummer Boy by For King and Country. It looks fire.
Is that Barumba Bum Bum? Is that one?
Yeah, dude. But it looks like this is like a fire version. Like they got actual drummers in this bitch. So, good stuff. You know what, Bryce? What's your favorite Christmas song?
Listen, this was a tough call. I thought this was going to be easier than it is. Listen, let me run through a quick list of fire-ass songs. Hopefully one of these isn't your guys, but we'll go with it. Boom. Run, Run, Rudolph, Chuck Berry. Fire song. Okay?
Yep.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Home Alone classic right there. Fucking Christmas Rapping, Curtis Blow. Fire. Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC. Also fire. Christmas, Froggy Fresh. Fire. You don't know who Froggy Fresh is. You got to check out Froggy Fresh. He doesn't fucking do Froggy Fresh shit anymore. Changed it. Honorable mention, though, Not Christmas. Same fucking time. Who doesn't like Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Who doesn't like that? But probably my favorite right now is there's this dude I listen to. He makes funk music, PHONK. And for the last 3 years, he's made some Christmas little mixes. They're usually like 8 to 10 minutes long. His name's Von Storm. He used to be Vonathan, but it's like hip hop type beats, but with Christmas music blended together. It's fucking, oh no, it's fire. I love it.
Fuck yeah. Good shit. All right. Nevaeh. I'm not saying what her name in the Discord is now because it's fucking lies and slander. We're not going there. Fuck that movie.
Okay,
Flint-
this comes from last episode
Flint's-
that I wasn't here.
yeah. Flint's favorite movie is Elf. Is
It's
what,
not.
her name is.
Not even memeing. I fucking hate that movie. Hate it with a fiery passion.
I've never seen it.
Don't.
Keep it that way.
0
it
out
is
of 10.
trash, but that is it's Flint's favorite movie.
It's not my favorite movie. But
Your
not
dad
even-
I
confirmed
almost
it.
need to
Your
watch
dad
it.
hates cloves. You love fucking Elf.
wrong. There's still clothes in the house, by the way. We got like tins of it. I found some yesterday. It was like a fucking quinky dink. My cat knocked
The
the
cat.
speaker over.
Ooh, I thought it
That
was
was
going down
close.
again.
That was that was close. Anyway. Yeah. Nevaeh says Carol of the Bells is actually my favorite song of the season. I like too many variations of it though, so I won't post the link. I know that one, or I feel like I know that one, and I'm sure if I played it I would.
It'd be helpful if she posted the link, right?
Yeah. Come on, Nev.
Yeah.
But you posting fucking elf gifts all day. Can't post one link to Carol of the Bells. Yeah, I gotta look it up. This is some fucking acapella cover. It's like I'm watching Glee all over again. No thanks. All right, moving on. Macro Manatee
Ooh,
writing in.
the legend himself.
He got all excited for this one. We were having lunch. And he was like, "I know, I have one, and no one's gonna have heard of it." All right, put it in the chat. So here's what he's writing: "Honky the Christmas Goose" by Johnny
Can't say
Bauer
I heard of this one.
and the Rinky Dinks.
The Rinky Dinks.
He was
Honky
actually a
Honky
goalie
love
for
my
the Leafs.
Christmas goose.
Yeah, he was one of
All right,
the
need to
Toronto
give this
Maple
a
Leafs
quick listen.
best goalies, and he was like, "You know what? Christmas album, let's get it." Oh,
What's that
no.
next line say, Flint?
He was actually a goalie for the Leafs. Oh, you mean the line after that you typed? I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
read. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead and read it.
Favorite Christmas song, Goose. Son is a goose, just a lover of geese. Listen, you want to call me a fucking
Oh,
goose?
shit.
I'll come to your
Oh,
house,
bucket,
slam
goose.
your fucking cupboards, catch me in mudsliders, fucking ripping around 10-4.
Oh, fuck yeah. Me and Flint gonna get some fucking mudsliders going. You gotta look it up.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Flint, good transition. Was that all of them? Oh, we still got
Well,
to
we got-
Brian.
we
Fuck,
gotta
that would have been it.
Mine.
That would have been the
good
transition right there.
I've got mine typed out here so you can listen to it. Here, Bryce. It's a true Canadian classic. Bob and Doug's 12 Days of Christmas.
Fuck yeah, bud. There you go.
There's a true Canadian classic, bud.
Oh, you like some Bob and
Five
Pansy.
golden chooks.
Fuck yeah. Fire.
Three
Add that one to the
French
playlist.
toast. 2 something. And a beer.
And a beer.
Ah,
Every
Great
Christmas.
White North.
Absolutely.
you'll appreciate this, Bryce. It's a true. And like, I remember listening to this when I was like 12 years old. Like, this song is like 20 or 30 years old. Like, it's a true Canadian classic.
Yeah, it's good old fucking Honey, I Shrunk the Kids himself.
Oh yeah. When did this come out? I'm curious now. That's
Have you ever listened to this song, Flint? Or
Yeah. I don't remember the words, but I have listened to it. 1980. Fuck me. So 38
yeah,
years
this
old.
song's like 40 years old. It's a Canadian classic at this point. Bob and Doug sings 12 Days of Christmas,
That's right.
which I bet Bryce has never even heard of this, even though it's a 40-year-old classic.
No, I don't think I heard this one.
Well, you're in for a treat, Bryce.
I'm watching my cat. He's scaring the fuck out of me. I think he's gonna knock this TV over. I'm terrified. Anyway,
He's peeking his head around here
he's peeking his head around the corner. What a little fucker.
Fuck.
All right, Flint. What about you?
All right.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Listen, I'm like the basic bitch star girl or Starbucks girl, you know. My tastes are very simple. My favorite is White Christmas. I fucking love that song, man. Original one. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I just love the vocals on it. I think it's just a well done song. Anytime it comes on, I just feel happy. You know, it's one of those ones that just like I don't mind it being an earworm, and that's a rare quality in songs. I think you don't mind it
They're
getting
gonna
stuck in
pick
your head.
some fucking K-pop shit.
Nah, dude. Nah, don't listen to. I mean, I might listen to K-pop on the way down to Hamilton when I'm driving, but not on Christmas. Christmas is reserved for Christmas music. That's when it comes out. I don't like when it comes out on like November 1st. I'm not ready. You know? Like I just had Halloween and they're already playing White Christmas. I'm like, fucking slow your roll there. Fuck. Pump the brakes. Got a month. Relax. I'll even take November 25th. Like at least like 30 days leading up. Like, all right, that's fine. None of this November 1st bullshit. Speaking of mudsliders, community challenge for this week. Bryce and I were talking about it. Brian was out and about, but there's a good one. Christmas is on the way. Steam, if you're a PC gamer, is having their winter sale, and we want to know what the fuck are the Whammies buying for themselves. Christmas is over. You can get yourself some gifts. Treat yourself a little bit. What are you getting for the Steam winter sale?
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Alternatively, if you're a console gamer,
Hell, what are your Christmas games? Like, what did you buy this year? What did you get under the tree? What did you convince your significant other to buy you? What did you get, like, a company gift card or something like that, and went and spent it on a game? What games did you buy at Christmas?
yeah, let us know. What do you get in the winter sale? What did you get for Christmas? We want to know. It's good.
And
Time.
if it ain't fucking Mudsliders, something's wrong.
Absolutely. Mudslider's $18 right now. I'm fucking buying it after I'm done recording. Which, speaking of being done recording,
about to go. Yeah, about to go logging.
Listen, Whammies, we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I'm not even gonna plug our shit. You know where it is. The links will be in the description. But I hope you guys are having a very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And thank you to Brian for coming on. Thank you to Bryce being a noob idiot coming on.
Thank you, Flint. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I have an honest question that might want to be answered on the podcast before we wrap her up.
Sure.
So,
Oh.
Are we recording next week, or are we taking a break because holidays?
I mean,
I don't think Matt can make it. I don't know if I can make it.
me and Flint send it again.
Send it again, possibly.
Maybe we'll see.
Figure the dates out.
I might be able to squeeze in an episode if we record next Saturday, but then I won't be able to edit.
I'll be in Hamilton.
Like, so
But we'll
Saturday
figure
the
it out.
29th.
We'll figure it out.
So if there's no episode next week, we apologize, but have a Happy New Year.
That's right. Send me some
there's
drunk
no
New Year's
episode?
pics.
No episode. Blame it on Matt.
There we go.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. And if not, put some drunk New Year's pics in the fucking Whammy chat for all to see.
Do it.
Fucking Big
Fucking
Daddy
cheers.
Sunday.
Send that. All right. Merry Christmas,
I'm going to be in
Whammies.
camp on New Year's.
Happy New Year. See ya. We'll see you next week, maybe. But if not, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
No bye from Brian? What the fuck?